Hey my friends, my name is Jose Alvarez and I am with EmergingUSA.com. Let me ask you a question. Why Jesus Christ? Why do I say that Jesus Christ is the way? Why not Buddha? Why not Muhammad? Why not the Quran? Why not Confucius? Let me tell you what happened to me. I grew up in the Virgin Islands, which is close to Puerto Rico, and I was a teen, just as many teens are, just having a good time. Going to high school, partying, a lot of drinking, a lot of women, enjoying life. Then I got accepted at Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee. And in those days, there was no Facebook. I didn't have contact with my parents. There was no email. There was no cell phone. There was nothing like that. It was just, you were just alone. So I left for Vanderbilt, and I saw all my friends get into drugs, and I felt that was the way to go. So I fell into drugs. My life really started to get messed up. But anyways, I had a traumatic experience that happened to me. So traumatic when I was in college that I almost had a nervous breakdown. I started to get chest pains, insomnia, a lot of anxiety, so much so that I decided to go to the campus nurse and see what was going on. My brother George, who is now dead, who had an encounter with Jesus Christ, he said, well, why didn't you ask God to heal you? Well, I was 20 and never prayed in my whole life, never read the Bible, but I said, God, if you're real, I ask you to heal me of this insomnia and this anxiety that I'm going through. And I had an encounter where he came and he healed me. And I was really, let's say I was amazed and perplexed at the feeling that God could be that real. Anyways, I forgot about God, and I kept on with my partying and boozing and women and rock and roll concerts and all that stuff. And that life did me in. I hit the bottom of the barrel. I dropped out of Vanderbilt, went back to Miami, where my parents were living then. My life was in shambles. I went to a psychologist who I had known back in Cuba when I was a kid, and she told me 5 words that changed my life. She said, Jose, get close to God. That hit like a lightning bolt in my head. And I said, this has to be the answer. So in desperation, I found a church that was empty, and I would go there every single day, and I got on my knees and I prayed and I said, God, whoever you are, if you're Muhammad or Buddha or Allah, whoever you are, if you're here, help me. I was not guaranteed an answer. I went there about 5 or 6 days, nothing happened. But on about the 6th or 7th day, this presence of what I can only describe to you as pure love, purest love, fell upon me. I said, I just knew that this love cared for me, wanted to be my friend, did not judge me, was not going to play games with me, was not going to lie to me. So every single day I would go to this empty church, really bewildered by this presence. And this presence would show up. Anyways, after a time of doing this, I had this burning desire to go to a nearby Christian bookstore and buy a Bible. I never read a Bible in my life. To me, it was a boring book. I had seen it in the hotels when the Gideons put it there. But when I read it, it came to life. It was alive. It was the most amazing thing I've seen in my whole life. And it pointed me to Jesus. And I knew then that the presence that was meeting me was Jesus. Now my question to you today is, why did that presence, why did God lead me to Jesus? Why did God not lead me to a book about Buddha or the Quran or a Hindu book? You need to ask yourself these things because God wants to make himself real to you. Well, God bless. We'll see you soon. We are at EmergingUSA.com. Have a great day.